am the Fikile Mbalula of the DA.
Ngingufikile Mbalula we-Democratic Alliance kuchaza uHelen Zille uma ngabe buzwa ukuthi ke usiphatha kanjani intambo zeqembu ekubeni kube kukhona umengameli oluphethe ke futhi lelo qembu ubeke seyifanisa ke noFikile Mbalula weqembu le-DA athi ke yena uFikile Mbalula unguHelen Zille weqembu le-ANC aphinde kachaze kabanzi ngobudlelwane bakhe benoFikile Mbalula njengoba ubona nje ukuthi ke zikhona inkinga ezikhona phakathi kwabo elokhu ivele nkulenza ukuxhumana kodwa uHelen Zille uthi nje chu ayekho nencane ke inkinga ekhona phakathi kwakhe noFikile Mbalula uthi nje bayezwana ngokwezinga ke lika professional kodwa ke ngale kokunye bawuphikisana nje ukuthi ke ukungezwani amaqembu aphikisana naye ngicela ukuthi ke uyizwele ngawakho.
I am the Fikile Mbalula of the DA. And maybe he's the Helen Zille of the ANC, I don't know. Anyway, I run the party and the DA believes in the separation of party and state. The DA believes in the separation of party and state, so I run the party. I run the party in terms of the party's constitution, its rules, its codes of conduct, etc., etc. John is the leader of the party. It's stable at this point, very stable. I think the reason it's stable is that people realize what the alternative is. You know, it's very seldom that you can say there is no alternative. And we know that if we want to save South Africa at the moment, there is no alternative. And I've been talking about the realignment of politics for the longest time, since I became the leader of the DA. And people thought that I meant getting all the smaller parties together. That's a small part of it. But I've always argued that the realignment of politics has to happen down the middle of the ANC. It has to go apart because there is such an ideological divergence between its various key players that they can't really form a coherent party anymore. And that as the ANC comes apart, there will be a major realignment of politics. I've got a good professional relationship with Fikile. I WhatsApp him, he WhatsApps me. I mean, we're both Secretary Generals of our party, so it would be stupid if we didn't speak to each other. We are often in a conflictual relationship, obviously, by virtue of the fact that we belong to different parties. But we have a professional, direct relationship. And he knows with me, what you see is what you get. Well, the president was never in the negotiations. But I have no doubt that the negotiation team reported to the president every day. Andre Snell, who works in the presidency, was on different occasions in the negotiations, so I should have mentioned his name as well. Andre Snell was there on occasion, and he became to play a very, very prominent part in the end. And I realized that he was the one reporting to the presidency what was going on. So I think he works in the presidency or worked in the presidency, and I think he knew exactly what was going on. So I think the president got feedback every time we met, but I don't think he was centrally involved. He just said, keep going. Listen, you know, that's a very, very big question. And that's even more of a challenge to us to make it work. Because if President Ramaphosa goes, it obviously depends on who succeeds him. And if Paul Mashatile succeeds him, because in the ANC the precedent is very firm that the deputy president of the ANC succeeds to the presidency. If they follow that precedent, then from everything I know and have read about Paul Mashatile, the going won't be smooth for us. Now, obviously I haven't got that directly from Paul Mashatile, but I think a lot does depend on President Ramaphosa staying where he is.